Hey everyone, welcome to our live chat. I'm Heather and we are here for you guys each and every day. We are here. I am going to show you the days we are here, or the times we're here. So on Monday through Thursday, we are here starting at 8 a.m. So we're here 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4 every day for you guys. And then on Fridays, I'm on at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. So on Fridays, you can get up and get ready with me. And this Friday, we are going to go over start to finish. We had someone email us and they wanted to see like a true like working, getting ready from start to finish. And so the 8 a.m. I will be doing that. So we can go through from like washing your face to prepping to straight into the makeup. So I'm actually going to see something. All right, so now let's go in here. Oop, did I just lose everybody? Hold on. Okay, here we go. All right, so now these are the times that we are on, and every day we go over the basics because we know there's so many of you out there that are interested or new. Maybe you're like, what is this airbrush thing? So we like to cover it every single time. And so with our starter kits, oh, I bet I don't have, oh no, they are here. Okay. With our starter kits, they're right here. This is one of them. This is the icon. And it has the foundation. All of our systems come with makeup. So if you have the Icon Pro, it doesn't matter, or even the Legend, it comes with makeup. And we give you 2 bottles of foundation. We also, they're similar. It's not the same color. They're going to be similar. So that way you can mix and match throughout the year. Plus the fact, think of the starter kit as your practice kit. We want you to practice. And then it comes with a bottle of Love and a bottle of Blush. And so we're going to go over that as well. And then here's what you do. So the first thing, I'm going to say hi to everybody. Hello, Blushing. How are you? Brenda, good to see you. Amber, good to see you. Hello, Linda. Yay. Oh, yeah. Brenda, we have that too. It just hit. And then my dog is like right here. So I already had to drug him. Hey, Lisa. Hello. All right. So if you're new to Luminous, this is what we want you to do. So make sure when you get it out of that box, you plug it in and you start using it. As soon as you turn it on, there is air that comes out. And so just play with the air. Just feel that air on your face because wherever you feel the air is where the makeup's going, right? So make sure you're doing that. And then you can put water in there, practice with water, but keep the stylus 4 finger widths away. Keep it moving around the face and barely pull back on the trigger. One of the tricks is to spray water, spray a paper towel with the makeup, spray some paper with the makeup. But that way you do get the feel of it. Instead of airbrushing and figuring it out, or like airbrushing yourself and figuring out, you actually doing it on a piece of paper, you get to see it yourself. And sometimes that's a little bit easier. All right, so I'm going to start out with Glow. Hello, Kelly. Now, Glow is a highlighter. This is a true highlighter, meaning it does have, or it doesn't have shimmer. So I'm going to use it for you can already tell my eyelids. Let me get rid of this guy here. My eyelids are darker. And so, what do people want to call right when I'm in the middle of this? My eyelids are darker, so I'm going to spray it on my eyes, and then I'm also going to spray it underneath. So there's already air that's coming out. I know where the makeup's going to go. And now I just did some highlight. And now I can go in, spray a little on my lids. And look, just one pass and it's already made such a difference. If I need more highlighting underneath or more coverage underneath, I go back and make a pass. And then, hey, Deborah, we have our YouTube and Facebook peeps on. All right. So there you go. That is the highlight. Now I'm going to go in. Jeannie actually made, I feel like it is watering. I just took my makeup off right before and I was like, my eye's gonna water now. Jeannie did our summertime blush, the mixture of summertime blush. And I love this mixture. And it's Tulip. I'm gonna do about 2 drops of Tulip. Hey, Brenda. And she's saying hi to Renee. And then that's natural blush. I'm going to mix that together and apply that. And then starting at the apples of my cheek, working my way back, I can feel it coming out now, so I know it's there. But I go back and forth. Until, with the blush, you kind of want to go right until it's the perfect color. If you get it up to that perfect color, because our blush is high pigmented and it does bloom, if you get it to that perfect shade, then it's going to be a little bright. But doing it this way, it also doesn't matter at that point because I'm able to blend it out with my foundation. So if you're new, then it's better because even if you do get blush happy, it's okay because you can blend it out, okay? I feel like my eye's watering a little bit more, just fix that. Kelly Ann says, I watched the end of one of your lives this morning, learned a lot. Yay! Ah, Kelly's in San Antonio. Yay! You're right around the corner. All right, so now, yes, blush, I'm blushing loves blush. So I'm gonna go to town on my blush. And I was gonna put it on my eyes, but I did put it on my eyes last hour, and it is one of my favorites. So for a very fresh look, doing the natural blush and the tulip blush together is amazing. I even did some on my eyes, which was awesome. So if you wanted like a very fresh look, didn't want to use a lot of makeup, just wanted to hurry up, that's perfect because you can use so much of our product for different uses, for different things. And so I always say, look at the color and see where you want that, not necessarily if it says blush or eyeshadow, whatever, just because it says that, or foundation, just because it says that doesn't mean that you have to use it in that spot. So that's a fun thing with luminous as well. Margaret, I love these comments. So Margaret said that, Margaret says, I love mine, but it doesn't cover like y'all. Margaret, are you from Texas? Y'all say, but I do love it. So Margaret, it does, okay? Flat out, I 100% promise it does. What we just need to work on figuring out if maybe you're not doing as many passes there. You can, well, let's back up. Tell me what you need to cover. How like strong is it as far as if it's pigmentation, just like sunspots, whatever, because I can tell you different products to use that would help with the coverage, okay? So I promise it's gonna do it, but we just need to get you in that right routine or the right steps and use the right products, because I promise it will. All right, so I have my highlighter on, I have my blush on, and now I'm going to think, what is this one? What do I want to use this time? I think I'll use, I'm grabbing some different ones. We always love strength. Strength is one. Yeah, Renee's here too. Strength is one that initially you might go, ah, like, I'll never use those colors. But they're actually so fun. They're so much fun. And just like with everything, blending makes a big difference. So because we are doing, oh, you know what? I was going to do eyeshadow with the airbrush, but I don't know if I, oh no, I do. Okay. I didn't think I had the black. So the pimples and lines. So Margaret, what that tells me is for wrinkles and crinkles, if I could make them 100% disappear, girl, I would be in Maui doing these live videos. Okay. So with wrinkles and crinkles, it is going to soften that look. So one thing I would suggest is this right here. It's Velvet Veil. This is a primer that you put on after moisturizer, but before airbrushing. And this is going to help blur fine lines and wrinkles, pores, redness, all of that. You can put it on the pimple area, the breakout areas, the lines, all of that. A little bit goes a long way. This has a dropper. I actually just take the dropper out, put a little bit on my finger and work with it. I just brush it and then tap it into place. This is one thing I highly recommend, and I know a lot of people on here will recommend it because it's amazing, for sure. And then you can go in with the wrinkles. You actually don't want to make a lot of passes in those areas. You do want to cover them, like make a pass, but don't focus on it, if that makes sense. With the Velvet Veil and just making your pass, it is going to soften the wrinkles and crinkles. With the breakouts, what you'll do now, if it's darkness from breakouts, if there's any kind of scarring or anything like that, we have peach color corrector. We have a CC concealer. There's things that are going to give you a step up in coverage that will help. I love the peach color corrector. I love the CC concealer. Those are things that I use pretty much a lot. Now, the great thing about it is you wouldn't use both. You would use one or the other. So we just need to pick which one would work best for you. And then you put the foundation on over that. All right. Is that making sense, Margaret? All right. So I'm now going to go in. I think I'm going to do this gold, which is, I don't know. It is. It's the gold one. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see. So I'm just putting my brush in there. And now I don't have a mirror. I broke mine the other day. I think there's one. Ooh, I'll use my Lion King one. All right. So I'm going to go in and start with the gold. And I'm just blending right there on my, kind of on my crease, but normally I blend to like crease and up, but this time I'm doing the crease and kind of on the lid. So what is the difference between the two concealers? One is what if you're talking about what I just told you about, one's a concealer and one's a color corrector. So, hold on. Oh, see, I'm already out of the peach. This is a peach color corrector. And then I'm seeing if I have. And the CC concealer, which I don't see right now. The CC concealer is an actual concealer, airbrush concealer. Now, we do have these concealers as well. But for you, I would say I would stick with the Velvet Veil and then maybe go with the concealer, the CC concealer. All right, so I'm doing the gold right there. Just bringing that in a little bit. And then I'm going to use, I'm going to use the Lovers palette with the brown in here. And I'm going to use a little bit right in the crease just to start giving some depth to my eye. All right. Now, because that was a shimmer, if you want to create depth, you want to use a matte. So very, with my eyes, with the crease color, you want to go in and do a matte. Remember, shimmer is going to bring it forward. Matte is creating some depth. If you go back to contouring, same thing. Contour is where we create the depth, and then anything with a shimmer or that lightness is going to bring it up, okay? So I'm gonna go in just a little and start that right there. Now, let me put these up. Now I can't, you know what other color I want to use? Normally I like to do, I like to show you how to do eyes where you're doing maybe just 2 colors and can create such a beautiful look, but not having to put 84 different eyeshadow colors on. But sometimes it's fun. So now I'm going to mix a little bit of the light, which is naked. And I'm going to put that right in the beginning. And so you can see the difference, how that just brightens that up. Yep. Now keep in mind, I haven't done my foundation yet, okay? I'm going to go in and do lots a little bit. And just because I want to, I'm going to go in. I did the blush that has that neutral color, and it also has some pink in it. So I am going to go in and with the purpley color in the Strength palette, I'm going to go in and just pull a little bit of this color into the eye. So I'm not necessarily matchy match, but I am pulling a little bit of that color. You want me to use every eyeshadow? Girl, I can. But it's little tricks that you can do just to bring that in. All right. Now let's do some eyeliner, and we can kind of smoke this out a little bit more with airbrushing. All right. So I'm taking the black. I think it's 03. Oh, baby, you're okay. And I'm going to do a couple of drops right in there. I did this for the first time the other day because, to be honest, like, I didn't have a desire necessarily to do eyeliner with airbrush because, number one, we have great eyeliners. But I thought it would be more intrusive doing the eyeliner with airbrush. I thought it would freak people out as far as having that wind blow, but it's actually not. And I'll tell you what, it also helps you when you're, at the very beginning, I told you guys to, when you're feeling this and when you're just playing with it and you can close your eyes and just feel the air, because wherever the air is where the makeup's going to go. When you're doing this and you're really concentrating on that air, you can feel a center point when you bring it in. Like, I can feel exactly where it's blowing. And because I'm bringing it in, it's very precise, if that makes sense. At least it did in my head. All right, so now let's do some eyes. And I told you guys, like, you can use, if you want to do this in the crease too, you could use Scotch tape here. Just stick it on your hand first and then put it here. You can use stencils. You can use a piece of paper. You can use whatever, and that's going to help create that line for you, and you don't have to worry about any overspray or messing it up or anything like that. So I am going to go in because I don't have that many hands. I'm just going to go in. I'm going to wing it. Get it? Wing it. I'm doing it. Okay. So now I'm going to go in and lightly. So I'm going to go back over here because I started to feel it come out. And remember, to get those passes or the intense color or the coverage, it's about passes. So I did feel it come out already. I wonder if I could do it this way. Yes. All right. And I'll show you too what I was going to. Do I have anything I can use as a stencil? I'll just use this. I guess I can. No, I'll use this. So no, that's too thick. So if I wanted to, I'm even going to just use my finger here. Right like that. And then now I'm going to bring it in even closer and line it at the top. Feeling that right where that real precise feeling of where the air is focused. Lightly pulling back on the trigger. Look at that. So I would say the trick is don't stop moving your stylus, waiting for the makeup to come out. Always move that stylus. So even if I'm waiting for the makeup to come out, my stylus is always moving, and that way you don't get any of those hot spots. So you're not going to get that little thing. So if I go back, and again, do it to the intensity that I want. Am I out? Yeah. So, oh, yay! Nelly on Facebook likes it. All right, I'm going to do a couple more drops because I am going to do the bottom as well. And I have a Kleenex down here that I just like to blow a little through. Like that. Now, this one is a little thick, so I can go in and kind of tweak it. Remember, we can always tweak things. So we can always go in and fix it if we need to. So I'm just going to. And that's a great thing. I mean, you would kind of freak out because you're like, oh my gosh, this is black. What are you going to do? But I can go in. If you jump on it pretty quickly, you can fix it before it dries, and then that way you're golden. And then to get a little bit more of that gold back, I'm going to go in and pop up that gold a little bit more. Like that. Okay? So now let's try the bottom one. So going back in, I might have to look out for this, but my other stylus at the office is, I think, a little bit more sensitive. You can use. Oh, Linda, you're so sweet. Oh, that is, Linda on Facebook said, you could use mud and make it look good. You're so sweet. Okay. And this is what I kind of wanted. But see how like that is, oh, that's crazy. That's a little dark. But that's okay. Because why? I can go in, fix it, blend it out a little bit if I do it. Now, again, you would think because I'm using black, I would be worried about it. But this stylus is a little trickier. And then this one, you can see it messed up a little bit there. But again, I can go in and fix that. Again, haven't done my foundation yet, okay? Now I keep telling you that because of the fact, because I'm actually going to mess up a little bit so I can show you what to do here. Okay. Whoop. Because that's the whole thing, guys. I don't want you to not do a look because you're like, what happens if I mess up? What happens if I, like, whatever the case may be. You know, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm using black. I don't want to, you know, ruin the makeup or whatever. So I've already added the highlighter underneath, but I haven't done my foundation, okay? And so if I needed to, I can go in, and this is also when you can get, like, see how this one is like, it's a sad eye. It's like, and then this one, they're, I look a little sad. So now I can go in, and I'm going to show y'all another trick. So I have a wipe, and they're not our wipes. Normally I use our wipes, but I ran out and I forgot to bring some home. I'm taking this and wrapping it around the other end of my brush. All right. So now watch this. Look at that line. Look at that line. You talk about a precise line. Boom. Right? Now it's happy eyes instead of sad eyes. Okay? So now, make sure that's dry. I can still go back with my glow. And I'm gonna run, boom! I know I say that a lot, don't I? So now I'm gonna do a little glow. And you could do glow, you could do the concealer. You could even do a traditional concealer at this point too, if you wanted to. So now I can go in. I seriously was sticking out my tongue. I'm like, okay. So I just blended it straight down to the blush. But come on, guys. Even if you're new to Luminous and new to airbrushing, I just took black airbrush eyeshadow and messed up, still fixed it, did not have to start over. So I'm telling you guys that it's doable. Like, you got to use it. You got to, you know, like, get in there and get to work. My eyes are watering right now. You got to, like, have fun with it. It's makeup. Have fun with it, right? All right. So now, still have my blush on. Now I'm going to use my foundation. And I'll start making my pass, because remember, coverage is about making passes. So I'll go in and I'll make one complete pass. I mean, look at that. That blush is already, boom! And, you know, we always talk to you guys about blending it. So if you're new, our blush is super high pigmented. And so you'll want to, you can do it first. So if, you know, the blush does intensify too much, you're able to blend it out with the foundation. However, let's say I did the blush first, which I did, but let's say I covered it too much, like I can't see it. Well, guess what? You can still add it. How Airbrush is going on is so light, it works with your skin. It doesn't matter the order, right? I mean, how many times have you heard me say that? So if I needed to add more blush, oops, I'm gonna do 1 and 1. Right there. I'll take after Renee, who loves her blush. Add a little more, there we go. All right. Makes sense so far, guys? So, I mean, if you're new or even if you're, I mean, like, doesn't that make sense? The fact I can take a black eyeshadow, mess up, fix it, still be able to correct it. And I hate when, like, when I talk about airbrush, I don't talk about layers because that's not airbrush. To me, layers are more traditional makeup when you have to put the same amount of makeup all over your face. And with airbrush makeup, you don't at all, period. You don't. And so, you know, you get away with a lot more. And even fixing what you need to fix, it's still going to take you less time. And we're also using 10 times less makeup. So, all right. So what lips? What did I use last time that I was like, oh, I love this? Maybe I'll use this one. I do love this one. This is Loyal Cream Confessions. And it is an awesome, like, neutral everyday. And then where's my mascara? Here it is. Oh, I was like, what did I use? But I used the Lion King little chubby thing. All right. Now I'm going to curl my lashes. Curling your lashes, huge difference. It really does open up your eyes. And then I'll go in. And when I do my mascara, I like pile it on like Donkey Kong. And then I use the tip of the brush. Can y'all see how that's shaped? To section it off. I know you're scared, Louie. It's raining, and so. And at the bottom lash. Up there. And right here. Right there. And so you can powder this look. You can not powder the look. With the natural blush and the pink part of the blush, I feel like you could also get away with not contouring because of the fact that it is giving me that natural contour with the highlight here, color, and then my skin color there. So I feel like it does create some shape to my face. So you don't always have to contour. And then also know that you don't have to start out with like the deep contour. You can go 1 or 2 shades darker than your skin tone. So it doesn't have to be so dramatic. which Dramatic's my middle name, so it works out. But there you go. All right. So yay. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Yay. Hello, Elvina. How are you? But guys, we are here. You see these times below. We are here for you each and every day. Tomorrow I'm on at 8 and at 10. So jump on. Again, you can always watch them in the replay. So you can go back to YouTube or on Facebook and watch them. But yeah, we're here for you guys. We are here, and we want to be here to show you the products, show you how to use them. We want you to love it just as much as we do. And that's what this is for. I mean, if I could go home with every single person that purchased the system, you'll love it. I 100% guarantee you would love it. This is the next best thing. We're able to be here with you guys. So tell your friends. If you have friends interested in it, tell them and let them know, hey, you want to hear about Luminous? You want to see the airbrushing? Bam, here you go. Okay. All right. Hello, Muzi. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate that. All right. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. I'll be with you for the 8 and the 10 tomorrow. All right. See you soon. Bye for now.